Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
The Republican-controlled House of Representatives passed the first major tax reform in over 30 years by a vote of 227-203. The Senate just did the same, by a vote of 51-48. This move is a victory for President Trump and the MAGA agenda, as well as most Americans who will get to keep more of their money instead of seeing it wasted by the government. There's just one little hold-up. From BizPac Review. The House will have to vote on it again today, thanks to the arcane Byrd Rule. Per CNN. Byrd rules only apply to legislation that's being passed through a process known as budget reconciliation. Reconciliation allows the Senate to pass a bill with just a simple majority, 51 votes, and bypass a filibuster, but the process has a strict set of rules. Under reconciliation, Republicans have to prove that everything they are including in their tax reform bill has an impact on the budget and not just an incidental one. The Senate took out a couple of provisions in the House bill, including one that had allowed the use of tax-free college savings accounts for homeschool expenses, and another modifying the criteria for whether the endowments of private universities are subject to the GOP bill's new excise tax. The bill should pass in the House for the second time later on today. Trump noted. One cartoon sums up the left's response to the tax cuts. More reactions, per Fox News. Optimism and anger, without much middle ground, characterized social media reactions by celebrities and politicians to the news that the Senate had approved a historic tax overhaul early Wednesday. Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican Iowa, who has served in the Senate since 1981, said the tax overhaul was overdue. "I'm one of only 5 to be involved with tax reform as a senator in 1986 and again in 2017, Grassley tweeted. "It shouldn't have taken so long, but we've delivered tax cuts and tax simplification to the American people as promised." Meanwhile, Democrats, in stark terms, suggested that Republicans would ultimately face a backlash from voters. U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, D.M.S., referred to the legislation as a heist on Twitter, adding that sooner or later, a reckoning is coming because Americans are angry. More on the bill, via Fox News. Do corporations get a big tax cut? Yes. The new bill lowers the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%. How does it impact my personal income tax? The bill keeps the 7 tax brackets while reducing the rates for 5 of them. The new rates start at 10% and rise to 12, 22, 24, 32, 35 and 37%. The highest rate, 37%, applies to individuals whose income exceeds $500,000. For joint filers, the threshold is $600,000. This rate is being lowered from 39.6%. Will I still be penalized if I don't have health insurance? No. Starting in 2019, the new legislation eliminates the Affordable Care Act's individual mandate. No more individual mandate. What about the alternative minimum tax rate, AMT? The alternative minimum tax rate is essentially a secondary tax on the wealthy, put in place to offset the benefits a person with a high income could receive. The new bill eliminated the AMT for corporations, but keeps it for individuals. It raises the exemption to $500,000 for single taxpayers and $1 million for couples. How does the new bill affect the child tax credit? Under the new bill, taxpayers can claim $2,000 credit for each qualifying child under the age of 17. The tax credit applies to single filers and married couples, and is fully refundable up to $1,400. Like us on Facebook. Together we will make America great again.